All right, we'll try to see what we can do here, family. We're gonna see what we're gonna try to do here. See what we try to do here. All right, try something. All right, last time I think I spoke with you all. First of all, I'd like to say greetings, 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 and I always like to say greetings in the best of salutations. Yes, and I think that I conclude that there's five: patience, um, then there's prayer, there's prosperity, and there is peace, and finally there's power. You know? Yes, sir. What's that? Hmm. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. We all have a story to tell, you know, and your experiences um, are different than mine. But then again, at the same time, the most powerful experience that brings us together is our human experience, and that is our humanity. And one thing I realized that character is the material that has been given to us to build on our humanity. And I also realized that oneness is stronger than conflict, and unity is stronger than diversity. Once we know from that waking unto from that which we arrive from, we come into a sense of peace. And once you have peace with yourself and one with another, we realize that we are no threat to each other, that we are not going to cause any harm nor injury one with another. Um, the last sessions that I've been doing, we've been still talking about the problem solving skills. Develop these uh, skills. I realized that one of the skills that needs to be developed in problem solving skills is we must have must focus. We must focus. We must put a concentrated effort on remaining focused. And what are we remaining focused on? On our goals. Because once you take your eyes off your goal, then that becomes a problem. There is a saying that once you take your eyes off what you want to accomplish and you look at what other people are doing, that's their problem. That's not yours. The focus is on you. So we are born with responsibilities in this society. We're born to be responsible. I say this in this wise. I realize this here. One, It says that most of us are unaware that our inner conversations, which means what we're saying to each other, saying to ourselves, are the cause of our circumstances of life. Huh? What we are saying to ourselves, what we are telling ourselves. If we are saying to ourselves, man, this is going to be a bad day, more than likely, it's going to be a bad day. If we say to ourselves that I am somebody, I will be somebody, I will get out of this situation, this rut that I am, you will put forth the effort to try to get out of this rut or this situation that you are in. And more than likely, something or someone will come along the way to support your effort. Huh? Think about it. Out of the things that's considered to be the negative things that we have engaged in life, someone comes in and help assist you and support you to engage in that negative action. Huh? But then there are those who come to support you in life in the positive actions that you have taken. But if you've been dealing with so much negative in life that when the positive come, you reject it. You can't see it. Huh? Earth, Wind, and Fire did a song called Open Our Eyes. So we got to realize here that we got to become aware. Remember, when we have came out of our mother's womb, we became aware of our surroundings. Huh? We became aware. But then it says that our what we're saying to ourselves are the cause of our circumstances of life, because circumstances makes us other than ourselves. Circumstances. There's also saying that here is that however the society is functioning and operating is required upon you to exceed and be better than the society in the way in which it is functioning. You cannot let the gravitational pull bring you down, and the way you do that is to get out of your feelings. Huh? You got to get out of your feelings. Far too many times we are in our feelings, and it is our feelings that is depressing us. Huh? So if our feelings is depressing us, that means there is no logic there. It's all feelings, it's all emotions. You ever feel as though that sometimes you think that somebody doesn't like you, or somebody is talking about you and somebody don't even care about you? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But what's more important is that you care about yourself. That's primary. That's primary. I see Brother Nigel with a haircut. I see this brother trying to groom himself. I see Brother Frank with a haircut, because he cares about what? Himself, the way that he looks, the way he presents himself. Huh? And I look at Brother Stanley there. Look at him. He got the studious glasses on. He got the Marcus Garvey shirt on. You know, Marcus Garvey said, he or she who has not have confidence is twice defeated. Huh? So you got to have confidence in yourself. Confidence to know that you can rise above any situation that may come your way. Huh? Yes. And then we got to realize tomorrow is not promised to us. So we got to live for today. Today will never come again. Huh? Be a blessing. Be a friend. Encourage someone. Take the time to care. And let your words heal as opposed to wound. Huh? Ain't that something, man? Let your words heal as opposed to wound. You know what we say to one another and what we say to ourselves? We say words, man, that we can't take back. There's a saying that says, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt you. That's a lie. Words do hurt you. Huh? The challenge is we got to get out of our feelings. And the only word that I know is the word of integrity. The word is your bond. What you say you're going to do, and what you say you're going to be there, and you're going to do what you said you are going to do. No one shall have to force you to do something that you said that you have committed to doing something. You're going to do it because you have the integrity about yourself. And you have the wherewithal, the strength, the use of your limbs, your mental faculty. You have all those things to come through on what you say you're going to come through on. Think about it now. We're talking about plotting and scheming. If I said that I'm going to go and take this man and rob him from his money. I'm plotting and scheming, but I'm going to do it. But I said I was going to do it, so I went on and did it. But that's the wrong way of going about holding true to your word. But if you say to yourself, I'm going to heal someone, I'm going to help someone, I'm going to encourage someone, I'm going to inspire someone, and you go through on that, that's a positive thing. That's rising above all the negativity that is pulling you in a direction that really you don't want to go. You don't want to go in that direction. Huh? Some of us did not even want to be in the situation that which we in, but yet once again circumstances, because the inner conversations, because of the influence of outwards of the society, put us in a position to where we are right here and now. I bear witness to that. Huh? We got to think about that. We got to dig deep down from within our very own soul. Because we have to bear in mind that as a goal, we can say, make no difference where we are in life and what our age is in life, we can say, yet the best is yet to come. Huh? We got to think optimistic like that. The best is yet to come. And then we have to realize this, that healing doesn't mean the damage never existed. Think about that. It doesn't mean that the damage never exists. If you think that the damage never existed, then you're living in denial. The damage is there, but we must no longer let the damage control our lives. Huh? Think about that. Whatever it is that somebody done to you, whatever it is that somebody said to you, whatever it is, we can't let the damage control our lives. That we got to take control of the situation. We got to take control of the circumstance. We got to get out of our feelings and don't let the damage control you no longer. Huh? I wish y'all hearing me today now. I wish y'all hearing me today. We can't let the damage no longer control our lives.
The devil's not controlled by the devil. The devil does a package where he control your force, your devil, your negative. That's what's controlled.
Well, when you use that term devil, I like it on this wise. Anyone, when you got a child and you're raising a child and you say, man, I hate this, I hate that. That's negativity. That means you are becoming a devil. Huh? When you hurt and wound someone, you are practicing the behavior of a what? Of a devil. When you mischief, when you lie, when you steal, when you do all those things that hurt, harm, and endanger someone, you are doing the bidding of a what? Of a devil. Huh? So yeah, don't be in denial when it comes to the healing. It doesn't mean that the damage never existed. But it means that the damage no longer controls our lives. And that's the problem. We're allowing the past to control and dictate the decisions of where you want to go in the future. Huh? The past damage, the past hurt, the past injury, the past harm, we're allowing it to determine our decision makers and where we want to go when it comes to our future. Yes. And then we got to realize this, that successful people take responsibility over their lives. Huh? That's a successful person. They take but they don't blame nothing on no one else. Say, oh man, you did this, I did this, somebody. No, they take responsibility over their own lives. They take responsibility of their own actions. Take responsibility of our own feelings, of our own thoughts, of our own attitudes. We have to be more responsible for the decisions that we make. And I say this now, as I always said, the 4 things that we face every day: problems, questions, issues, the needs. Problems are designed to be solved. Everything is mathematics. How do you calculate or assess the unknown, but first by calculating that which is known? Huh? Does that make sense to you? How can you calculate the unknown, but first calculate that which is known? I see this right here. I know that it exists. So I can measure it. I can gauge it. It's got a half of what? A half of a cup or a little more than a water. And some say, well, if you look at it, it's a half full or half empty. But the challenge is we cannot allow anyone to manipulate our mind. Because people use words and terms to try to give you an indication that they are more intelligent than you, that they're more wiser than you, that they're more smarter than you. No, he or she who becomes a master is proficient in what he or she does because he or she studies. And he become a master. Think about it, man. When one time when I say I wanted to go and get this woman, I was plotting and scheming, so I was trying to master a strategy or way how I can go about getting her. Huh? Or if I wanted to go and take a hit or something, I was trying to plot and scheme to go about going and doing it. But what if I plot and master and become a mastermind and say, I'm going to show restraint, I'm going to show discipline, that I'm not going to go that way? Huh? Then you become a master of your what? Of your feelings and your emotions. Huh? So, the problem is many suffering from an identity crisis. How so? Many people, most psychological breakdowns is due to living a phony life or having a phony identity about yourself. What you think about yourself. Huh? That's not you. Because there's more than each and every one of you, as I always say, than meets the eye. We have not yet reached our full potential. But there is more for us to be done, but we must first keep our feelings in check. And then, the issue is character resolve. You know how some people can get you out of character because that's really not you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I remember Israel said something one time in regards to some of the things that he may do and someone may say something to him wrong. They trying to get him out of what? Get him out of character. But he showed some discipline. So when we talk about getting our feelings in check, we got to show some what? Some discipline. We got to be disciplined. Character resolve. And then the answer to the question is a question of governance. What we saying to ourselves on a daily basis, how we treat ourselves, how we relate ourselves, how we take care of ourselves, how we assist and help others, what which we do on a daily basis, how we govern our lives. When we get up in the morning, we have a regimen. I get up, I brush my teeth, or I get up, I may say a prayer. I get up, I may have to cook. I get up, I may have to clean the bathroom. I get up, I may have to cut the yard. I get up because when a bird get up in the morning, when he get praise, he always get up to try to solve a problem. Huh? Yes. But his life we got to govern our lives accordingly, man. That we can do things and bring out the best that is in us, as well as be of some assistance to others. And then I said the need. We got to meet the need, and the need is for guidance. And I call it spiritual guidance. I mean, anything that is in natural form or natural state is spiritual. Because it is within our nature as human beings to be social creatures, and the manner and way in which we interact with one another should be one to lessen the ease as opposed to the dis-ease. So in any healing environment, when it comes to problem solving skills, we want to create an environment where the serenity is real high and the chaos is low. Huh? That's the type of environment that we want to have, but we have to first develop the skills within our own mind. I want a peaceful environment. For the most part, many of us want to be at what? At peace, man. Huh? But it starts with you being at peace with yourself. Reconcile your differences with yourself. Become a friend again to yourself before you become a friend again to others.
That's very true. I haven't smiled in a long time. I haven't grinned in a long time. Now I'm grinning. Now I'm smiling. Now I'm joking. I gotta forgive everybody. Not because of this conversation, but because it's what God planned for me. I realize that I'm not trying to argue with this man or argue with that man. Don't break my peace. Don't
Peace is
break my
important.
peace. You've done the wrong thing.
Peace is important. Peace is important. Einstein said this. The same level of consciousness that created the problem won't solve the problem. You know what I'm saying? The same thing that you did that created the problem won't be the same thing that problem. You got to do something what different, huh? So I want to thank you. If anyone have any comments and questions and challenges, this was a brief session here, uh, but I was very thankful for the opportunity to be able to stand before you. Yes. No, no, that's a good question. No, I don't
What you
know
say,
that
baby
offhand.
powder?
Bean pie, bean
Baby
pie,
powder.
bean
Baby
pie. Yeah,
powder.
yeah, it's a good question because they taste good. Trust me. Yeah.
Some grocery stores.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they taste good.
Bean
Yeah,
pie.
yeah. What about you, Frank?
Well, it's funny. The first thing you said right away is like, my God, that's my issue.
Yeah,
It's something very bad has happened recently, and I'm
yeah,
still dealing with it.
yeah.
But I'm not letting it derail me. It's a little shaky.
Yes.
Takes a bit of strength, but I'm not letting it. See, I told someone once, when I get depressed, it's like riding a bicycle, a normal person, and there's a branch in the street, and you hit it and you fall off, and you get right back on.
Right.
Whereas when I'm in the depressive state, I just lay there and I'm just like, man, why did that have to happen?
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm doing the like the discipline of getting back up on the bike as soon as I can.
Yes, sir.
That's and you addressed my issue.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that. You want to say something?
They used to sell bang pies on the corner, but the squeezy boys took over the corner. So you got to go to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Israel?
What about?
What this discussion?
Oh, no, no, it was a good discussion. Most of the things that you said is true.
Yeah.
And, the things you talked about, forgiving, like, people when they get on your,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
it does. Sometimes it also pays off because if you don't pay them no mind
Yes.
and you say, shh, shh, like I said, they get mad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Good
So
stuff.
it's better to do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just be quiet. Just be quiet.
I warned you because I'm 66 and I don't appreciate anybody that shush me
Mm-hmm.
because I'm too old for that.
I understand. Yeah.
Talking to my face.
Mm-hmm.
Be quiet. I don't know how to listen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this home has brought me through a long ways.
Mm-hmm.
You just wouldn't believe the long ways I did because I was stubborn and it's all about me. I hated everything about this place. Although for my good, guess what? Life goes on. And life taught me one thing: to better myself.
Mm-hmm.
I had a cocaine habit that you wouldn't believe. There was stuff left in my body. I smoked it like it was crazy. It was important.
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't put my downfalls in front of me. But guess what? Everything I've done in life, I've learned from.
Well,
Next person learns, so be it.
yeah. Well, I realize about medication or medicine. Um, some of it don't taste good, but it's designed to help you. So, yeah. What about you, Stanley? What you got to say about this the lesson or the session? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like that shirt too, by the way. But yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My man, one of the guys I really admire. But yeah, man. So that was a good fact, man. We want to, we just want to be valued. We want to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? And I realize that, but appropriate behavior is necessary as opposed to inappropriate behavior in what we say and even what we do and how we even interact with one another. So as that said and done, just want to thank you once again, and I just in the best, the highest of vibrations, if I may say, that you all continue to, and including me, that we continue to grow together. You know what I'm saying? Because there would be no me without you. And that's a universal term. We're here as social human beings, that we move from sympathy to empathy, and you all are being here. You all are. This is like a new family for you all, and you all are still trying to learn to adjust one with another. But at the same time, you are going to have to grow together with another, and continue to learn to respect one another, and at the same time, reconcile any differences that you may have one with another, because it helps for the environment to become one of a healing environment, because you want to create a healing environment. And I say this in closing one more time: healing doesn't mean that the damage never existed. It means that the damage no longer control our lives. All right. Other than that, I'd like to say nothing but the best for you.
Thank you.
And until
Thank
next
you. Thank
time,
you very much.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah.